President Obama called the Foley family today, offering his condolences. And it was while they were waiting for a call from Pope Francis that they so graciously stepped out to talk to the swarm of press that was in front of their Rochester home. His mother, Jim Foley's mother and father, and one of his three brothers, Michael, a family haunted by the manner of his death, but finding solace in his courage. James Foley's family says he shared their deep faith and hope that his passion for what he was doing can shine through the horror of his death.
We believe he was a martyr. You know, a martyr for freedom. A martyr for freedom, and Michael and I are both sure that he volunteered to go first.
Foley was a passionate photojournalist, shedding light on war-torn lives. Kidnapped in Syria 21 months ago, his family not hearing details of his captivity until European prisoners held with him were released this spring.
Every time we started to get despondent over these 2 years, we thought of Jim. I mean, we thought of Jim and his courage, and in the midst of his suffering, he was helping the other prisoners. I mean, there were a couple of much younger people in that cell. Jim was one of the older ones, and he would sometimes just hold one of them.
The family says they were in the process of raising money, a ransom of sorts. They felt his release was close.
Oh, it's been very close. I just got back from France and Denmark. We thought we had a way forward.
It was brother Michael who'd helped orchestrate Jim's release after being kidnapped in Libya in 2011, asked if the U.S. government had done enough.
The answer is no. I hope they do more for Stephen. That's my opinion.
Why do you think no?
Well,
he's not
because
home.
A family steeped in faith, hanging on to the legacy of a courageous, passionate young man devoted to people, especially his family.
It's difficult to find solace at this point in time, but we know Jimmy's free. He's finally free.
The family is grateful for the support and prayers so many have had for Jim and the family over all of this time, and they're praying now to find the strength to face this and to avoid bitterness and hatred, to honor a passionate man who was courageous to the very end. We're live in Rochester. Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Thank you, Jen. James Foley grew up in Wolfboro. In fact, this is his senior picture from the Kingswood Regional High School yearbook. He graduated in 1992. Our Adam Sexton is live now with reaction from those who remember him.
Well, Jen, a lot of people in this town followed this story with great interest during James Foley's many months in captivity. Now, with these latest horrible developments, there is sadness and heartbreak here in James Foley's hometown. James Foley, referred to as Jim Foley in his yearbook, attended Kingswood Regional High School from 1988 to 1992. He played varsity soccer, was a member of the Honor Society and the Senior Honors Program. We're told that Foley's father was a doctor in town for many years, and that's how many here knew of Jim. We've also reached out to a handful of former classmates. All of them have declined interview requests tonight out of respect for the Foley family. Reporting live in Wolfboro, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.